Julianne Hough sitting down with Ed Wank and Dave O'Brien right now, and I would imagine that you were probably following the trials and tribulations of your old pal Elio Castroneves pretty closely.
Yes,
the
I
ups
am.
and downs of the
Yes.
tax trial, and then coming back. Oh, this has been a great story in Indianapolis, by the way.
Oh, I know.
To see him go through all that he went through, to be found not guilty, acquitted of all charges, and then come back and win the Indianapolis 500.
Well, I mean, you have no idea. Of course, the anxiety and stuff that he must have gone through, and of course all of his family and friends that were around him. I mean, we just wanted to support him to the end. And
did you talk to him at all during that process?
Yeah, I did. I've been really close with him from the day one, and I could not be happier for him with everything that got acquitted and everything, but also winning the Indy 500.
I know.
Sure.
Oh my gosh, I was so happy, and I was bawling too. It was awesome.
Oh, that's great.
I was so happy for him.
Now, speaking of anxiety-ridden situations, you're now on the bill with George Strait and,
Yes.
and Blake Shelton. I guess they brought you on to class up the joint a little bit.
Yeah, right. No, well, it was pretty much amazing being out on tour with them, but it's unbelievable. I mean, just to have somebody like George Strait ask you to be on tour with him. I mean, just be on any summer tour that's big, but have it be, the king of country music, George Strait. I mean, that's pretty undeniably amazing. So I'm learning so much, and I think if nobody learned anything from this, they'd be on a completely different planet. So.
We had talked to Blake Shelton about when he got the call that he was going to be on the tour. Do you remember when this transpired for you?
Yeah, I was actually on the show still this last
Dancing with the
show.
Stars, yeah.
Or not this one, the one before that.
Okay.
So in the fall of 2008. And we were all talking, and I remember talking to George Strait at the CMAs, and he was like, "So, how long of a set did you do with Brad Paisley? And do you guys do any covers?" And so basically it was interviewing me. I'm like,
wow.
Well, I do this and this and this. And then a week later they called and said, "Hey, George Strait would love for you to be on the tour." And I was like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. So
Now, speaking of Dancing with the Stars, a couple things about it. Tom Bergeron sent us his book. Have you read it yet?
I have not
I'm
read
hosting
it,
as fast
but
as I can.
have it, yeah.
It's great. It's a really funny read. Also, you recently clarified your association with the show because you said you were leaving it, but then you said, there might be a future for you on it still.
Well, basically, I'm going to do this. I'm quoting everybody. But the plan right now is to take next season off and then be back. But, I've noticed with, new opportunities that arise, I mean, plans change like that. And so, we'll see what happens, but that's the plan right now.
And then the final question about Dancing with the Stars, did Chuck save any of the outfits from this season?
You know what, he might get in trouble for this, but he did steal the satin red pajama shirt that he wore for the Samba because it was so extravagant. He will never wear the silky red shirt again, but he had to keep it.
I thought you were going to say
funny.
that blue sleeveless one, which, by the way, he should burn as soon as he gets a chance.
Or how about the leotard with the tights? That's what I think he should burn.
Yeah, a very brave man for being on that show. And I'll tell you what, also speaking of that show, your brother, it's getting to be like we can't have an Indy 500 without a Huff in town because your brother was in this past go-round in the parade.
Yes,
And performing with his band, too.
Yes, he was. I know. It's really cool. My brother and Mark, I've grown up with them, singing with them. We were in this really bad bubblegum pop group, and I was like, I don't want to sing this. I want to sing country. And they're like, I don't want to sing this either. I want to sing rock. And so we ended up splitting up, and but now, we always love to collaborate and stuff. So I'm really happy for him.
It seems the path you took is turning out okay for you. A couple of awards for
wonderful. I mean, the ACMs and just everything. I don't know. I mean, if I can win any award in a lifetime and have it be fan voted, that's the award you want to win, and that's what the ACM was. And it's definitely, holy crap.
Yeah, well, you looked that way when you stood up.
You were the most surprised person in the room. That's clear.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm so, even though I'm 20 years old and have been, I'm young and this has happened quick. I've been doing this for a long time, and I've wanted this for so long. And, just to be accepted by the fans and radio and by the other industry folk and other artists, I mean, it's pretty undeniably just amazing. So,
well, continued success to you, and we look forward to when you come to town with George Strait and Blake Shelton.
Thank you. I'm excited.
Julianne Hough with Wank and O'Brien on 97.1 Hank FM, live from the 2009 CMA Music Festival.